Hello and welcome to a new trip report here on Bongoplanes. Today we are in Geneva. We are already in Geneva airport behind the security checks. I thought for this trip I would skip the whole thing before that. And we are already on our way to the information board to find out what our gate will be. Now today's flight will be from Geneva to Zurich and then we will continue to Copenhagen. Although I'm probably gonna split it up into two videos because last time I did a trip report it ended up being quite long, and I'm gonna try to make it a bit shorter for this time. So this will probably only be the first part, but I promise you this will be a very nice trip, at least if nothing goes wrong. But yeah, let's see what our gate is today. It's not too busy at the airport, which is always nice. So Zurich departure will be at 10 o'clock. And it's A6. Yeah, so that's good. We still have plenty of time before we have to board the aircraft. So I'm gonna try to, well, I will go to the lounge and get some breakfast because we are still early in the morning and I still haven't eaten anything. And hopefully I will be able to just get a little bit of a sneak peek into the lounge if it's not too busy today. Yeah, so escalator or whatever that is called not working, so let's get up the chairs up the stairs. Yeah, anyway, so I would try to get a little bit of a sneak peek into the lounge. I didn't manage last time, I'm very sorry about that, but I will try this time. Probably not be too long. If it's not too busy I will do a lot. If it's, you know, relatively crowded, I will be a bit more discreet about it. But for now, let's get to the lounge and I will give you a bit more information about the actual flight just after that. So see you in a bit. So yeah guys, we are now inside the lounge. I will not do this too long because it's a bit crowded, but this is how the lounge looks. Not the biggest lounge, but it's quite nice. So yeah, see you in a bit. So we are back again, and yeah, I didn't film too much in the lounge. It was a bit crowded, so I didn't want to disturb the people too much, but I hope that you are able to see just a little bit of how the lounge looks. Yeah, anyway, we are now on our way to our gate, A6, which means we are of course getting very close to boarding time. I think we have about 3 minutes or something, but A6 is not too far away. So let me just give you a little bit of information about our flight before we get to the gate. So as I said, we are of course on a flight from Geneva to Zurich with then a connection to Copenhagen, which I probably, as I said, will be putting in a second part of the video. We will be flying on LX 2807 and our seat is 36A, which means we will be just behind the wing because we are flying on a 777 today, which is very exciting. It's as far as I know, a brand new 777. Obviously it's a brand new it's a brand new 777 because otherwise Swiss would not fly it on this short route. They're only doing that of course to get the crew up to speed and get all the small bugs yeah, taken out. Or I can't speak today, I'm really sorry guys, but I've been up really early to get here, and I think it is affecting me a little bit. But anyway, I'm very excited to take a look at the new 777 of Swiss. It's been some time ago since I've last been on a 777, and it's always nice to see how the airlines do their setup a bit different, and then you can always compare and see what you like best. Well, anyway, so our gate, as I said, was A6, and obviously the 777 is not going in directly to the terminal because they don't have space for that here in Geneva. So A6 will for sure be a gate where we then will be shipped off by bus, unless I'm completely mistaken. But what do we have over there? No. Yeah, no. I'm sure A6, yeah, I have to go downstairs, that means buses. So let's just, and this, I can't find the word for it today. Is it escalators? No. Anyway, let's go down the stairs, and yeah, there are already quite a lot of people So I guess I will see you in the bus.
Let's go.
And we are off. Yeah, so boarding went quite smoothly, and we have good news. Well, actually, are they good? We got an upgrade, which is obviously nice. It's always nice to get an upgrade. Obviously, we lose our seat just behind the wing. We're sitting a bit further in the front of the aircraft, which is also okay. Unfortunately, I've got a seat which is in the middle of the aircraft, so no window seat. And that sucks, obviously, because I want to show you, well, I want to show you a bit more than just, you know, what you see now. Also, the takeoff would be nice and the landing in Zurich. So I will do my best to change seat once I'm on board. Well, I can't promise anything at the moment, but let's see what we can do. So let's focus on what we can do right now, and we can talk about, well, we can talk about the weather. As you can see, it's a really beautiful day today here in Geneva. It must be already at least 20-25 degrees, if not more. Yeah, and we are of course heading away from all that nice sunshine and warmth and going to the north where it's cold and rainy, but that's life. So that's how it is. I think I will leave you now, just for a bit, and then come back to you when there's actually something interesting to say. See you in a bit. Just about to get out of the bus. We will very soon, I think, be allowed to do that. And look at this great looking aircraft. Awesome thing. Really looks good. So we are on board and we are already on I am already on my seat. I was able to change the seat luckily, so now I am at the window seat. 9K is the seat, and while I'm talking to you, you can see here the in-flight entertainment system working hard, showing you the air show or whatever they call it. Yeah, so as I said, we are now in 9K. Business class looks great. They have now seat belts like in a car, which I've actually never seen in an aircraft. I don't know if that's new just for Swiss or if they have that in all 777s. I'm sure you will let me know in the comments below if you know if this is something that more aircraft have. The last time I was flying on a brand new aircraft was a Dreamliner, and that didn't have it. So yeah, but it's a nice idea. I don't really like how it's adjusted. It kind of cuts into my neck. Don't like that, but hey, it's an improvement, I guess, from a security point as to what we're used to. And yeah, so I think I will just leave you now with the takeoff, and then I will give you a little bit more of an impression of what my thoughts are on this flight when we are getting closer to Zurich. So see you in a bit. of the flight. So we started in Geneva on runway 05 and then straight out and right north towards Zurich. The flight experience is actually quite great. The seat is very nice. Obviously, this is a training flight and it's a very short flight, so it's not like, you know, you get the full business class experience as on a long haul, but that's perfectly reasonable and fine. We got a little bit of food and some water, and again, that's absolutely reasonable. I think a way that you can see that it's really a brand new aircraft is that, for example, my in-flight entertainment system crashed multiple times, so that's definitely something Swiss will have to work on before they send it on long-haul flights. Yeah, but all in all, it was actually quite a ride. Although I must actually say, I was a little bit disappointed with the crew today, because when I tried to change my seat, so I actually could show you what I'm showing you right now, they were really not helpful at all. Their response was just, "Oh, we're fully booked, that's it." Nothing. I mean, okay, fair enough in the sense that you could say, okay, this is really the passenger's thing, he has to figure out how to change it, but I don't know, the response the crew member gave me, it was really just, I couldn't care less, honestly, and just stopped bothering me, and so that was a bit disappointing, but the rest of the flight and the rest of the interaction with the crew was actually quite alright, and nothing to complain about. Yeah, so now we are on the way into Zurich. We should be already on final, and we will go in on runway 14. And since we are just about to touch down, I will now be quiet so we can just enjoy the landing and then see how smooth or unsmooth it will be. Yeah, okay, well, not too bad. It's a very big aircraft, so I guess for an aircraft of that size, it's a relatively smooth landing, although it didn't feel too smooth. I guess it could be a bit better. But anyway, so let's concentrate on what's happening now. Obviously we will be going to the gate, or to the terminal now. The question is, of course, where will we be parked? I think there will be three options that are relatively likely to happen. One would be we are going straight to Terminal A or B, because I've seen Swiss Air parking in the 777, so let me just quickly adjust the camera here a bit. Yeah, so as I was saying, A or B, because I've seen Swiss parking the 777s there. Or we will be parked on an apron position, and then we will be brought by bus into the terminal. In any case, as we took off in Geneva perfectly on time, and we have landed here in Zurich perfectly on time, any option will be perfectly fine, and I've said that many times now, perfectly fine. Yeah, but anyway, in any case, wherever we will end up, we will have plenty of time for a connection, so no fear of losing or missing a connection today, which is, of course, very nice. Now, we have a bit of taxiing to do, and I will leave you with that, and then I will come back to you just before we are going into the terminal. still taxiing, and that means that we will be going to an apron position where we then will be taken by buses to the terminal. But that is perfectly alright, as we have enough time for our connection to Copenhagen. I will probably end the video as soon as we've come to a complete stop, and then you will be able to see the second part of my journey to Copenhagen in the second part of this video, which I will release in 1 week. Now, before we actually end the video, I'd like to say thank you very much for all the nice feedback you gave me on my last trip report, which was my first trip report. This is only my second one, but I must actually say that I really enjoyed doing these trip reports, and any feedback you can give me is very much appreciated. And now, just before we end the video, we will be parking next to an awesome looking aircraft. I love this aircraft. I've seen it a few times on YouTube, but I've never seen it in real life until now. It's of course the 747-400 from Vamos Air. Absolutely lovely looking aircraft. For some reason it always reminds me of GTA-5, probably because of the livery. But an awesome aircraft, and I think this is a very good place for us to end the video. Now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, feel free to leave a like, or if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? And with that, I would like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.